Steve Casner, Careful, A User's Guide to Our Injury-Prone Minds. In the book Careful, A User's Guide to Our Injury-Prone Minds, Steve Casner discusses how humans have a variety of psychological vulnerabilities that contribute to injury and accidental harm. By analyzing commonplace mishaps and examining our cognitive shortcomings, the author offers valuable insights into why we make mistakes and how we can prevent them. As you read the summarized content of this insightful book, you will encounter vital themes such as multitasking, attention, expertise, risk assessment, and empathy. The summary will provide practical advice on how to adopt safer behaviors and the thought processes required for improving our safety record, both in our personal lives and at work.
The evolution of safety. In the past, accidents were common as safety devices were not utilized. However, the introduction of devices like seatbelts reduced these accidents drastically in the 90s. Now, safety statistics have remained stagnant. Experts say that accidents occur mainly due to psychological errors. People have 6 vulnerabilities that contribute to injuries and accidents. It is important to be aware of these weaknesses to avoid accidents, which can be expensive to deal with. Distracted driving and task switching. In the United States, distracted drivers caused 1,181 injuries per day in 2014. Psychologists believe people cannot multitask and instead switch their attention rapidly back and forth between tasks. Unfortunately, this switching process takes time, and the brain needs up to 27 seconds to catch up, making change blindness a prevalent issue. Additionally, people's attention tends to wander for around half of their waking hours. To prevent deadly accidents like the one that occurred in the Everglades in 1972, pilots now follow strict safety procedures to avoid task-switching mishaps. Air traffic controllers also work in short shifts with breaks in between each period of intense focus. Becoming a better attention payer means acknowledging that humans are not good multitaskers and should focus on one task at a time. The pitfalls of expertise. Even the most knowledgeable individuals are prone to mistakes due to distractions, overconfidence, and misplaced belief. Experts may become complacent and lack focus, leading to errors in tasks they have mastered. People tend to excuse their own mistakes but blame others for theirs. To avoid common mistakes, put procedures in place, use checklists, and simplify routine processes. Double-check work and build up error tolerance by creating backup plans. The psychology of risk assessment. People often miscalculate risks they face due to human biases. Fear of unlikely events such as kidnapping and terrorism can blind them to everyday dangers. Entrepreneurs overestimate their likelihood of success, despite the statistics. Some individuals actively seek out risks to experience the thrill. Emotions also play a role in risky behavior, with anger, impatience, anxiety, and stress causing people to take unnecessary chances. Recognizing these biases is key to making better risk assessments and avoiding potential harm. Quick thinking in emergencies. A nightclub fire in Rhode Island saw hundreds of partygoers trapped as the result of a pyrotechnic device. The venue's sound engineer and a bartender combed their thoughts for a solution, which led many to safety using a rarely used exit in the kitchen. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman calls this style of thinking System 2, which involves a slower and more calculated thought process than System 1's fast and intuitive thinking. Preemptive thinking is a proactive approach to identifying risks and preparing to react. The process involves asking 4 primary questions: how could this go wrong? Should I do this? What can I do to prevent it? What would I do if it did go wrong? Breaking down human empathy. Stressful situations can cause people to become less considerate towards others, due to biological wiring that makes them less sensitive to other people's needs. Additionally, people often fail to recognize how their actions affect others. The instinctive belief that someone else will step in is called diffusion of responsibility, which can keep individuals from acting on their impulse to help. Moreover, empathy may be on the decline as studies indicate people feel more entitled and narcissistic. Benefits of seeking advice. Seeking advice from experts is essential to succeed in new or unfamiliar situations. However, people tend to ignore valuable guidance due to information overload, lack of clarity about its usefulness, or ego that prevents them from accepting help. To overcome these obstacles, one should recognize the benefits of seeking advice and keep an open mind. Providing guidance with confidence and authority, along with the backstory, increases the likelihood of people absorbing it. The article suggests that seeking advice can be a game changer in personal and professional development. As the author quotes, "I now think of backing up in the same way I think about walking across a room naked while holding a cup of sulfuric acid filled to the brim." Seeking advice can prevent us from making mistakes, save time and resources, and give us a fresh perspective. Therefore, it is crucial to tap into the plethora of information available to us and seek expert advice for a successful outcome. Reducing in-home accidents. Learn how to reduce in-home accidents by envisioning potential pitfalls before embarking on a project. Approximately 1 in 15 people will suffer an accident at home, with accidents involving tools such as kitchen knives, hammers, and ladders being the most common. The tendency to overestimate our ability to accomplish things could be contributing to our underestimation of personal risk. However, we can reduce the risk of in-home accidents by envisioning what could go wrong before beginning a project. By anticipating potential pitfalls, we can avoid using the wrong tool for a job or using the right tool incorrectly, ultimately leading to a decrease in in-home accidents. Protecting children from accidents. Every year, thousands of children die or suffer from injuries, many of which are preventable. The book emphasizes the importance of childproofing your environment by seeing things from your child's perspective. It highlights the leading causes of infant fatalities, such as suffocation and drowning, and the most common accidents that can happen to babies and toddlers, such as falling off beds or downstairs. To prevent accidents, it recommends keeping dangerous objects out of reach and teaching older children to think about the consequences of their actions. The book highlights that knowing what to expect in life can help us prepare for scary situations. Dangers on the road. Car crash fatalities have been decreasing for years thanks to seat belts, better car design, and trauma care. However, fatalities are on the rise since 2015. With the increase in pedestrian fatalities, it is evident that people are in a hurry to get places. It is found that car crashes mostly occur due to tailgating, lane weaving, and speeding on neighborhood streets with a speed limit of 35 miles per hour or less. The only solution to the problem is to drive more safely by following traffic rules, which would ensure we reach our destination quickly and safely. Distracted driving using smartphones should also be avoided. The importance of workplace safety. Companies prioritize employee safety to minimize medical expenses and lawsuits. OSHA has established safety standards, including disposing of hazardous materials and hallway widths, but violations still occur due to complacency and a lack of safety culture. Preventing injuries is possible. Accidents are preventable, except for rare true accidents like getting hit by a meteorite. Commitment alone is not enough for lifestyle changes. Social support, such as enlisting friends for safety campaigns, is effective. Setting reminders, incorporating safety rituals in daily routines, and practicing until behaviors become automatic are essential. End distracted driving gives rubber bracelets to promote safe driving. Lastly, even simple tasks, when ignored, can lead to accidents. Therefore, it's crucial to be mindful of one's surroundings.
In conclusion, Careful, A User's Guide to Our Injury-Prone Minds sheds light on the human tendencies that make us vulnerable to accidents and injuries. By understanding these vulnerabilities and our inherently flawed risk assessment, we can develop strategies to reduce incidents in our day-to-day lives. The book emphasizes the need to be proactive with safety, incorporating checklists, practicing empathy, seeking advice from experts, and cultivating better risk analysis. As you take in the book's overarching message, you will realize the importance of remaining mindful of your own actions and behaviors, learning from your past mistakes, optimizing your work and home environments, and adopting practical solutions to mitigate risks. With Steve Casner's guidance, we can work towards a safer life for ourselves and those around us.